Okay, so today's topic is a bit different. So you're probably wondering why I'm talking about roleplay. So, first of all, people assume roleplay is a bad thing, and certain people do make it bad by the roleplays which they want to do. For example, incest or mother-son relationship. That is around. That is around. But most roleplays slash plots on groups, just say on Facebook, are more fantasy, a romance story, school life, where lovers meet. And and that's what I do. Like I have done some more dark ones in the past, like war, but my main are fantasy and romance, like a school life. Because there's a few now where I'm doing one where I'm a vampire. There is another one where I'm in a wheelchair, and it's just a normal school life roleplay, but I just don't have use of my legs. And then there's another one where I'm half wolf, so I've got ears and a tail. It's roleplay isn't bad. It gets your imagination going. You can be as creative as you want. Once you've learned how to put a bio together and a plot, it's great. So this is what I do. I'll have my name. I use one name now, which is Julian Blackthorne. Then I'll have age. Then I'll do a bio. Then I'll do a starter. And at the top, I always put romance and fantasy, or romance and school life. And smut is sex. That is normal. People do that a lot in romance role plays, but most rules say 18 plus. So if you want to have smut, you have to put bracket 18 plus close bracket. And I do have it in there sometimes, but most people do skip over it. But there are some people who just do slave role plays, and I think that's out of hand, because there's been a rise in role plays like student teacher relationship, mother son, father daughter, and slave. And honestly, it's a bad rise. There was a rise when there was more fantasy things and people being part animal, or a demon, or a Nico, or a lichen, which is like a wolf. And it's not great. Like I have a few characters. They all have the same name because it gets a bit complicated when you have lots of role plays at once, which I do. And in a way, when you do get a new avatar, you can create a whole personality. Because like most of my characters are shy and they hide away. It sort of reflects me in a way. I'm not a shy person, but I do tend to keep to myself. But my characters normally have some bad personal experience which makes them unsure around other people, or just shy in general. Because I can't play somebody who's a bully, or has to deal, like I have one where somebody has mental issues and I'm really struggling with that one, because you can't seem to get through to the actual person. Then there's another one where I'm a vampire and the girl in question has given birth, and just say some of the parts have been weird. Just like my character had to kiss the female character, so she could actually give birth, which is weird. I'd never seen anything like that before. But when you're always doing quite generic stuff, you want a bit of diversity. That's why I've got into futuristic, like war, like different species interacting, like to say Star Wars, for example, something like that. And honestly, roleplay helps because it really helped with my English. It sounds weird, but it really helped with my English, because I've been doing roleplay a good 3 years now, 4 years, and it really helped me get the grade I did, because it tested my imagination, my writing skills, especially based on periods. I would try and speak in that way, like vi, v, who, vi, shall, or vu, or something, you know. And I don't think, if I didn't do roleplay, I don't think I would have got one mark off an A. Yeah, I got 1 mark off an A. But you know, I rose 6 grades. 6 grades. And that is partly because of my skill of naming characters, describing characters, having a plot, being able to diversify and create a setting, a scenery, a time, a place. And that's one of the benefits of roleplay in my mind, because it will help you in the long run with your creativity, especially since I'm in a creative setting at college. So if you can, there are lots of groups on Facebook. Take it up. You know, if you need examples of my plots, comment down below, and I'll happily share some with you and give you advice, because really it helps you in a way. Roleplay helps me get through day-to-day life. It makes me smile, especially when the other person comes up with their own twists, you know. And I don't take the lead normally, but if things do become a bit stagnant or drag, I will take lead. But the point of this video is to have a more open mind on it, because there's people out there who think roleplay is really bad, but there are a lot of people my age doing it, and older. There are a lot of people doing it because it's good. It helps you pass the time. It helps you become more creative, you know. So keep it in mind. If you want to give it a try, comment down below and I'll show you some of my plots. Peace, guys. Thank you all for watching.